Okay.
I've reached the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss. Bingo! All right.
Nice.
Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way.
Okay.
Okay, Captain. I'm reloaded.
Okay, what are you doing?
Mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating.
Okay, come on. Come on, just forward punch, please. Okay, can you say... Okay, can you say get out of my way? Can you...
Is the target located behind me? Everyone okay?
Okay.
They're coming from the mold. There's no end to them. Give me a break. Damn it, these things are just weapons.
Yeah, can you just stop hitting Chris? That might be better as like a shortcut now.
Takes a minute to target the point. Try and keep the laser on it as long as you can. Bioweapon numbers. I know they're in. We need to finish them off quick. Looks like it's about
I'll
to
mark a
collapse.
point with the target locator. Hang on.
Roger that. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
Oh god, can you just like let go of me, please? Okay, can you stop? Just stop. Oh my god, Chris. Sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry, Chris.
Just point the laser at the target.
Oh, I know. Hold on. Oh god. Can you say, oh my god, my god, my god. My god, can you stop, please? Can you stop, please? Anytime now, please, anytime now.
No target yet? Please don't tell me the locator's busted.
Oh, it's busted. Oh god, really? Can't you stop just fighting me, please? My god. Thank you.
Take that.
Good.
I feel
Back of
so
my seat
bad
must be-
for Chris. I've been hurting him for quite some time. I have 1 HP thing left. That's a tough one.
I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
Captain, I'll compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
What do you got? Where did the stuff originate? Did it originate from Rose? Flash grenade is good to use too, right? Where did it originate from? I guess if they jump down and find out then, huh? Oh, he used that.
Guarding the Mega Mycete, huh? Him, get going. Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it.
Okay, I'm moving out. Hold on till I get there.
Oh, just to hold out then, so like it's not gonna.
I'm reloaded. Where should I point next?
Like I've been trying to shoot him the entire time.
Nice. Thought so.
Prepping the next round. Just a sec.
Okay. So I have to stun him then. Just gotta run in circles until he's stunned. Okay. Oh god. Okay, this guy has no chill.
Reloaded, Captain. Ready when you are.
Oh, the back is maybe the weakness? Okay, this might do the trick if I just knew what to do. Just pointing at him randomly would have helped.
Reloading now. Just a minute.
You look just almost done. Okay, so I need to know better next time. Okay, he's about to die.
What's the next target?
Oh, okay. That's good.
I'll keep going. The rest of you, stay above ground.
Where do I go to? This way? Let's go this way. I have no grenades, no
So
flashes.
if Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one? I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists? A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can
Probably.
figure that out later. Focus on the plan.
That makes a lot of sense. There's the heart of the PD.
It's the Mega Mycete. Alpha to squad. I've located the Mega Mycete.
So now we can end this mess after all.
About damn time.
There's a knife at the end of it, edge of it.
And 2 explosives armed. There's enough there to blow the whole village sky high.
Let's get out of here and blow the damn place.
Not before I end Miranda. I'm not taking any more chances. I'm going in.
Reasonable.
Roger that. Standing by. Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Ceremony
Keep your
site.
distance. Do not move until I give the order.
So 2, 3 potions
I know
left.
it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. We didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
We should have told him, yeah.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, if Ethan knew what was going on, he would have played along, he would have helped because he wanted to protect his daughter. And he wanted
This
to
must be
figure...
Miranda's lab.
and to know what happened with like subject demonstrates most favorable regenerates fast and regeneration rate is incredibly fast. The subject can heal any external wound within seconds and grow her nails and her claws in mere moments. Rapid regeneration also means an increase in body size. Ooh. Due to a hereditary blood disease, the subject must ingest human flesh and blood on a regular basis to maintain regenerative properties. An unfit vessel for Ava. I suspect that if the subject's regeneration is not properly balanced, then she may mutate uncontrollably. So that feeds into the idea that she's a zombie, that she's like a vampire. That makes sense. What about Moro? Salvatore Mori. Lowe's brain function surprisingly low. The Cato has caused drastic changes to the internal organs, transforming them into organs similar to a fish like gill and swim bladder. Another subject with irregular cell division causes him to transform into a gigantic fish. The subject is unable to control the transformation, too many defects, an unfit vessel for Ava. So she's looking for vessels for Ava to go into? Is that what's going on? What's the whole purpose of it? Carl Heisenberg. Incredibly favorable. No normal brain function. Has electric organs similar to an electric ray. Narc Japonic. These electric organs are connected to the subject's nervous system, can therefore pass and control electricity through the entire body, allowing control of the magnetic fields which moves metal. So he is the master of magnetism. Splendid specimen, but how is he not a fit vessel for Ava? Donna Benevito. Favorable, although severely mentally ill. An unfit vessel because physically she is no different from a regular human. However, she can secrete a single producing substance which controls plants infected by Menomice. When the human absorbs the pollen from a particular flower, she can cause them to hallucinate. However, she is mentally underdeveloped and has divided her Cato among her dolls in order to control them from a distance. Okay, so what's the whole purpose of finding a suitable host for Ava? Okay, that's like the
so
news.
Using this to control the bioweapons.
Cato, right. That's what she looked like originally. Miranda, she was a scientist? Was she originally Umbrella? This is Ada, Evie from Evelyn. Her original daughter, I think? So Evelyn was originally a human during the events, I guess? So prior to the event, prior to becoming E001, I guess Evelyn was an actual human. Dear Miranda, my deepest apologies for not meeting you in person. I would love nothing more than to visit your quaint village once more. However, I am incredibly busy. Then again, I suppose for an immortal woman such as yourself, you no longer remember the poor half-dead medical student in the snow. I always cherish the revelations I came to 15 years ago when I stayed in your village. I was inspired by research. To think one could transform a human by infecting them with an organism. Positively visionary. I knew that with this knowledge, I could achieve my own vision for the next step in human evolution. Even after 2 world wars and humanity on the cuffs of another, my convictions never waver. I realized, however, through the many nights of intellectual talks you and I shared, that your convictions differ from mine. You hoped to bring back a single dead person, while I aimed to change the world. Your experiments in the mold would not have aided me in my endeavors to achieve an exponential infection, I thought a virus would be more sufficient. This is why, my dear, I had to leave you. I still regret never telling you goodbye. Oswald Spencer. Wait, my apologies for reminiscing, although I actually have news that I thought might share. I found the key to evolution. The progenitor virus found in Africa. I plan to start a company with friends and colleagues dedicated to the virus research. I will call it Umbrella, just like the symbol in the cave that we spoke about. I am one step closer to making my vision a reality. I hope you will be able to achieve your goals someday too. You taught me so much more, and for that I'll forever be in your debt. Sincerely, your longtime student Oswald Spencer. I met him in Resident Evil 6, I think. And if I remember correctly, let me see what's going on. Let me look at the wiki. Oh, so this guy was a problem. He is the father of Wesker. Interesting.
Spencer, here. No way.
So this is really cool. It expands the world of Resident Evil because Dr. Oswald Spencer, Earl Spencer, was a British billionaire. He found an umbrella to work on the progenitor virus that turned into the T virus, G virus, and everything up until Resident Evil 6. So there were two students with each other. It just so happened, I believe, that Miranda's study in the mold was with another company, and might have she tried to recreate Evelyn, I guess, with the E001 project, and this is what it amounts to. It's just really interesting. This is like, I like the fact that there's a lot of world building now. Finally, it took so long to get here. The fact that this predates the T and G virus. This is Evelyn? Really? Holy shit. My Ava. It's been 100 years since I lost you to the Spanish flu. I was so powerless back then, but now I can bring you back to life with the Mycet. I've tested your new vessel regeneration abilities. I took her apart and revived her in the metamycete regulator, the giant's chalice. So by putting all 4 of the flasks into the giant's chalice, that's how we revived her, apparently. All that's left is to merge her with the metamycete. The ceremony could finally begin. After I lost you, I was so stricken with grief that I wandered into a cave and died. So I wanted to be with you again. And she found the mega mycete by accident. When I touched the black substance, my mind was overcome with knowledge. The megamycete breaks down and absorbs the consciousness of those who have perished. So that means that because it stores consciousness, then that means, hold on. I knew that if your consciousness was in there too, then there would be a way to bring you back. I just need the right vessels. That explains how Mia was involved, how Ethan was involved, because they interacted with the megamycete from Resident Evil 7, and then from there, that's their consciousness is technically absorbed into the mold, which is why, for some dumb reason, Ethan was getting flashbacks to like 100 years ago. Those weird flashbacks was because of the mold storing the knowledge of the previous baby. When I returned to the village, I implanted the villagers with the mold from the megamycetes. That way I could control them, experiment on them. I've experimented on hundreds of people just to find the perfect vessel. That explains how they created lichens, because that's what they registered it, but they're honestly people that have the megamycete on them. I even tried to increase the effectiveness of finding a vessel by creating a parasite called Kato, yet none of my experience came to fruition. There were some, like Alcina, who were close to being perfect, but most turn into lichen. It's exact Demetrius? Okay. I was once approached by an organization who said they would assist me. I gave them some of the mold and your DNA. But all they created was another defect. Evelyn. Then again, not a complete failure. I learned of Rose thanks to them, and I knew she would be the perfect vessel. There was some interferences, but I was able to verify her suitability. Now my research is finally complete. So, okay, so an organization is called the Collection, and I believe that's what his original mission was. So I don't know why they decided to. So what I'm understanding is that. So my understanding is that during the events of Resident Evil 7, they came across the organization who hired Lucas Baker, and he was trying to do experiments with the mold as well, in tandem to the specimen and DNA that Miranda gave to the collection. They failed and created E-001 Evelyn, but it wasn't a complete failure. But because she infected everyone in the Wtphu incident, Ethan was infected along with the Bakers, along with Mia, and because of all those intertwined, they became a part of the Omega Mycete. They became a part of like the data storage that the mold did, which reminds me. There's a Scarlett Johansson movie that involves like a black substance, like mold. I don't know, but it's really cool. No comments. This is Miranda. And Miranda along with Evelyn. But that makes sense though. Like what? That's me on the right. So she disguised herself. So this is the collection that dealt with. This is the collection that dealt with the failed project in the middle, which is Evelyn. And on the right is Mia, who is the handler for Evelyn. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of all fits together now. Any books in here to further explain? Is this who Miranda was previously? 100 years ago? Okay, so at the very least, I like that. Okay, so now I can change my mind. At the end, they allowed all of the pieces to come together in the climax. But I wish I was simply as confused as Ethan when I played this game throughout. So the fact that I'm finishing this game with Chris, who's been chasing this since the first game, it's so interesting. So he's grown much older since Not a Hero, which is the free DLC for Resident Evil 7. He's been trying to close the case about the Mega Mycete and the organization, which I can understand is very stressful. Oh, Mia?
Show me your hands!
How is she alive?
Alright, this is Alpha. Where is Miranda right now?
Still at the ceremony site. Whatever she's doing, she's staying put.
Mia's alive?
God damn. It really is you. I'm glad you're safe, Mia. Why are you here?
I was caught and used in experiments.
Wait, did you say Mia? Mia Winters?
In the flesh. What's the situation up there?
Kind of a war going on. Nothing we can't handle.
Don't get distracted. Stick to the mission. I'm headed to the ceremony site.
Wait! You can't leave me here. You promised, damn it! You said that you would keep us safe. We did everything that you asked. We moved over here, everything! And I didn't care. So long as we were together. So you tell me, where is my husband? Where is my daughter?
Ethan is...
No.
I couldn't save him. But I can save Rose. Come on. It's not safe here after all.
What do you mean he's gone?
He's dead. I'm sorry, Mia, but we have to leave. We have to destroy this village.
No! You're wrong. I tried to keep this a secret, but... you don't understand how special he is.
What do you? How special is Ethan? What do you mean? What are you telling me? Are you telling me that he's superhuman? Are you telling me that? Are you just telling me? Are you just gonna pull out of your ass that Ethan is actually the perfect host for the Mega Mycete? Okay, so of course he's waking up because he's the hero. He's the goddamn hero. Of course. His heart was ripped out. So how is he alive?
Someone's there?
What's going on? How? I don't understand.
It's cold.
I don't understand what's going on.
How did I get here? God, it's freezing.
Is he alive or is he inside the consciousness of the mold?
This
Mega
shit
Mycete.
in my body.
Mycete.
You're so dumb.
Evelyn?
Evelyn? How are you here?
You're dead.
Dead? I mean, Miranda. She... no. I still have to save Rose.
Wrong. It wasn't Miranda. You were always dead.
I was always
What are
dead?
you saying?
What?
I can still...
Have I been dead since Resident Evil 7?
Miranda didn't kill you.
Evelyn killed me?
You mean you didn't think it was weird? No matter how much you got hurt? Remember.
Really? It all ties back to here?
3 years ago, the Baker house. You were murdered by Jack.
When he stepped in my head?
You died there 3 years ago.
That's impossible. No way.
So the Bakers infected me with being alive?
You shouldn't even be able to walk around.
Quit messing with my head.
You shouldn't be walking.
Screw you! Then what am I? Yeah. I did all that. Rose. Mia.
Blood in my hand? What is that? Is that the Mega... Is that the Mega Mycete?
How'd you
Mycete?
get it? Your whole body is nothing but mold.
It's crazy to think about.
You can't ever see your family again.
Family. Family. No. Rose. have to save my daughter.
You're already dead.
I will save Rose!
I call it complete bullshit that they decided to pull this out of their ass. But the idea that being infected, the idea of being so that means that Evan Winters was as infected as the Bakers, and the only way to kill him would be the serum that he made at the Bakers. But the idea that it's so interesting, like the idea that they made him into like an immortal the same way the Bakers were, before injected with serum or whatever. I don't know how many more times he can die then if that's the case, but if he's dying and reviving the same way the Bakers did in the seventh game, then okay, maybe whatever the Bakers did to him made him alive. Okay, so Duke saved me or something?
At last, he awakes.
Why is Duke saving me?
Where am I?
My carriage, Ethan. You were having a nightmare.
Duke?
Your battle with Heisenberg was a sight to see. But to think Miranda would show herself.
How long have I been out?
Not long till dawn.
Duke, I need a favor. Take me to Miranda.
I assumed as much and am already on the way. We
Duke
should
is
arrive
amazing.
shortly.
Thank you.
But Ethan, are you sure of this? Your body is, well, falling apart.
Yes.
Foolish of me to ask.
Speaking of foolish questions, who or what are you?
Even I can't quite answer that.
Are you as old as Miranda? Is that what's going on?
We're here.
I owe you one.
Mr. Winters, I'm afraid you can't return to your old world any longer. Are you ready?
Yeah. I have to be.
Okay.
I got
What is everything? I don't know what's going on. So apparently I'm special because I'm a walking mold the same way the Bakers were. For some reason Mia is alive, which is good. So, but what experiments was on her? So apparently the idea is that a very long time ago, Miranda gave samples of Ava to the collection. The collection made Evelyn, and then we had the incident with the Bakers. And at the Bakers, the head stomp was what killed me, but he infected me like he normally would because that was his job with Evelyn. Evelyn ended up, through Evelyn's influence, she revived me, and I'm forever.
This is your last chance.
I know this is my last chance. I don't know if I can just. I know two things. Miranda's real goal wants to bring her dead daughter back, who is stored in the metamycete, back to life using Rose as a vessel. Mia was hiding that he died in the Baker's house 3 years ago. You're a walking corpse full of mode, and the body's almost spent. I will save Rose, but that means that what kind of implications does that mean?